Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Riyad. Are you with us?
Yes, I am. Rahmatullah barakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wasalam. What is this course about? Well, I mean, the title says it clearly, it's forever, it's Jannah and Nar. And what am I going to be talking about? So, Al-Maghrib, I remember they asked me for some suggestions for maybe one weekend courses. And I thought about few suggestions, and I always had in the back of my mind, the tour of Jannah, which I do in the Heart Serene. But I cannot give justice to that tour, because you cannot tour Jannah in 1 hour. We try to make it nice. We try to make it, something to remember. But if you want to talk about Jannah and the details about Jannah, you need more than an hour. In fact, you need, a series of lectures just to talk about Jannah itself. And then, for you to enter Jannah, you have to also understand that there's something called hellfire. Because there's a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ that says that in this dunya, there is one Jannah. If you do not enter that Jannah, you will not be able to enter the Jannah which is in the hereafter. A lot of people don't know this hadith. The hadith is very sound and authentic. In this dunya, there is Jannah. And if you don't enter that Jannah in this dunya, you will not enter the Jannah in the hereafter. What is that Jannah? Well, I cannot tell you here now. You have to wait until I come to Manchester, inshallah ta'ala, and I will tell you about that Jannah. That's cliffhanger number one. That's cliffhanger number one. But I will tell you what I'm going to talk about, inshallah. Okay, I can tell you the details of what I'll be covering, inshallah, in that course. Does Jannah and Nar, Jahannam, hellfire and hell and heaven, is it something? Is it a myth or is it a reality? Is it something that exists? Because not only from not Muslims, faith, but also from the Muslim faith, there are a lot of people who don't believe that that there's something called Jannah and Jahannam. They just like science fiction, something beautiful, it's in the Quran, but a lot of even Muslims don't believe, they believe that once you die, khalas, it's over. But, so the first question is, are they physical, or are they being created now? Are they there? Because there's also a discrepancy amongst the Muslims themselves. Some said that, this Jannah and Nar, they don't exist today, but, Allah will create them in the hereafter. So there's one opinion that says that. So we're going to cover this particular, subject about the existence of Jannah and Nar. Do they exist? Yes or no? And then we'll talk about, what do other faiths, say with regard to the heaven and hellfire. Other faiths like Christianity, like Judaism, like even Hinduism. What do they say about Jannah and Nar in their scriptures? In the Chinese faith as well. So I did some research just to see what these sort of ideologies or faith or religions say about Jannah and Nar. And then from there on, I moved and we'll talk about Jahannam first. So we'll be talking about the hellfire. I want to maybe do one day for hellfire and the second day for Jannah. We'll make it. We'll try. It will be. I'll be covering lots of Quranic texts. A lot of Quranic, verses that talk about, Jahannam and Jannah. So the description of Jahannam that I'll be giving, it's all just from the Quran and from the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. So I'll be narrating a lot of verses from the Quran. So we'll be talking about the gardens or the guardians of Jahannam first. How many are there? Who are they? The description of Jahannam. Where is Jahannam? Where is it? Is it in the heavens? Like, is it in the sky, up in the skies, or is it in down in the earth, or where is it? How deep is it? The depth of Jahannam, the levels of Jahannam as well, darakat. So in Jannah we say in Arabic darajat. Darajat means levels. Are you there, Ridwan?
I'm here, Sheikh. Yes, I'm listening.
Okay, all right, okay. I don't see you, and I don't see nobody, so just from time to time say, Sheikh, I'm here, I love you, I'm here, just so like I know you're there.
I love you. I love you for the sake of Allah, Sheikh.
Okay, Jazakallah. I love you too, man. So we'll talk about as I said, in Jannah we say darajat, levels, but for hellfire we say darakat, and I will talk about this inshallah during the course to explain the difference. We'll talk about the gates of An-Nar, and here, Brother Ridwan, I want to tell you something nice that I just, subhanAllah, you know stuff, right? You study stuff and you memorize things from the Quran, but you never pay attention to little things, just very little things, man. We know that Jahannam, hellfire, and Jannah, there are gates. There are gates in Jannah and there are gates in Jahannam. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so merciful that He's making Jannah have more gates than Jahannam. He wants more people to enter Jannah, subhanallah. He's making more gates. So we memorize the Quran, like I said, and we know this, this from the Quran. There's many ayat in the Quran that talks about the gates of Jannah and the gates of Jahannam. But until you prepare the course, subhanallah, then you realize and say, subhanallah, I never thought about this. Why are there more gates in Jannah than hellfire? It's just another point that shows how merciful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. So we'll talk about the gates and how big they are and with regard to Jahannam. And also we'll talk about the fuel of Jahannam. The fuel of Jahannam, the heat of Jahannam. Does Jahannam, hellfire, does it talk? Can it see? Yes, it can talk and it can see. We'll talk about that as well. Has anybody seen Jahannam in this life? Has anyone seen it? We'll talk about that as well. Other than the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. Hellfire, is it something that is forever, or is it just like when people get punished and khalas, at some point it will vanish or it will perish? We'll talk about some of the crimes that lead to Jahannam, and we'll talk about some people who will remain there forever and ever. There are some people who will remain there forever. Who are they? But there are other people who will be brought out from it. Who are they? And what crimes did those people who will remain there forever, what crimes did they commit to make them, abide in Jahannam forever? And what crimes did others who will not abide there forever, what crimes did they commit? We will talk about those who call to hellfire. We will talk about the الذنوب المتواعد عليها, the ذنوب, the sins that lead to hellfire, other than the crimes. What sins? Minor sins, major sins. If it's major sins, what are the major sins? How about this topic that a lot of people ask questions about, the topic of the different sects? Different sects, it could be Muslim sects, but different sects, what is going to happen to these different sects? Ahl al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah, other than Ahl al-Sunnah wal-Jama'ah, the other groups and other Jama'at who deviated from the Sunnah. They're Muslims, they say La ilaha illallah, but they have deviated from the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad. What's going to happen to them? Are they going to go to hellfire? Because the Prophet says only those who will enter Jannah are those who abide by my Sunnah, the Sunnah, Ahl Sunnah, and the Jama'ah, those who remain in the Jama'ah and adopt my Sunnah. But how about others, groups out there who are so-called Muslims, yet they have deviated from the genuine sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam? What's going to happen to them? We will talk about there is something about Ahl al-Nar, the people of hellfire. They are more than the people of heaven. But why? What is the secret behind more people entering hellfire than people entering Jannah? Although, like I said, there are more gates in Jannah than hellfire. Yet, there will be more people entering hellfire than heaven. Why? What's the secret? And these people who are in hellfire, the majority, are they men or women? This is a little, maybe, not controversy, but we have a hadith on that. And so, who will be the majority, the men or women? But what even, women, what women? And if it's men, what men? What are we talking about? Are we talking about is this before the shafa'ah of the Prophet or after the shafa'ah? And is this before the intercession of the Prophet? What's going to happen after the intercession of the Prophet? We're going to talk about the description of the people of hellfire, like the people who will enter hellfire. Are they going to be the same in matter of, physically? Are they going to be the same physique, the same bodies? Or are they going to have different bodies there in hellfire? How about their food? Because they're going to be hungry in hellfire. You may say, well, they've been punished. They're not going to have time to feel hungry. No. They will feel hungry. They will feel hungry, and they will feel thirsty as well. So what's their food in hellfire? And what's their drink in hellfire? Are they going to be wearing any garments? Yes. So what are their garments made of in hellfire? And how about the punishments? The different types of punishments in hellfire. We're going to talk about the punishments and different pictures of punishments in hellfire. And is, the punishments, is it all the same for everyone in Jahannam? The punishment, is it all the same? Or does it differ from one group to another or one person to another? And we'll be talking about how to save yourself from hellfire. The safeguard, salvation from hellfire. That is the first section of the course. Is just pretty much meticulous detail about everything that happens in hellfire. You want to see the picture, you want to see it, as if you're going to imagine things, seeing things before your eyes, because we're going to see hellfire. Everyone will have to see hellfire at some point. Even those who will enter Jannah, they will get to see hellfire. But how to save yourself from hellfire? What's the way out? And then I will move to Jannah.
This part I'm looking forward to, inshallah.
Yes?
This part I'm looking forward to, Sheikh, inshallah.
Yes, the Jannah part. I want to spend more time in there because that's when I want to leave you. I want to leave my Manchester crew right there in Jannah. So we're going to talk about Jannah, the entering of the Jannah, and the shafa'ah that will happen, and who are the first people to enter Jannah. And also we will start from the Sirat, that bridge, because right once you cross that bridge, you're saved. If you don't cross that bridge, whoever does not cross that bridge, that's the khalas. That's the sign that person has made it to hellfire, wal-'iyadu billah. But as soon as you cross the bridge, khalas, you made it. You made it, you're safe. So from there on, is all about Jannah. The first people to enter Jannah. Those who would enter Jannah with no reckoning, who are they? Who will enter first amongst the people? Are they the poor one or the rich ones? Who will enter Jannah first? Also, at some point, the usat, the mu'mineen, those who committed crimes from the believers, those who committed sins from the believers, at some point they will come out from hellfire and enter Jannah. And then the very last person who will enter Jannah. and those who will enter Jannah even before the end, before Yawm al-Qiyamah. Because there are some people who entered Jannah before the Day of Judgment. Who are they? This Jannah, is it Khalida? Is it forever? Are its people forever there in Jannah? Or is it just like a matter of time and then at some point, khalas, things will vanish again? Then, how does it look? How does it look? We're going to start from the gates of Jannah. And then from the gates, we're going to describe the gates and how many are they. And then from the gates, we're going to talk about the levels of Jannah. Levels of Jannah. And remember what I said. Here we're going to talk about darajat al-Jannah. In hellfire, it's called darakat. In Jannah, it's called darajat. So here we're going to talk about the levels of Jannah. And then we're going to talk about the description of Jannah, like the soil of Jannah, the rivers of Jannah, the springs of Jannah, the mansions of Jannah, the light of Jannah, the wind of Jannah, the trees and fruits of Jannah, the animals, the birds of Jannah, the deeds that lead to Jannah, the pathway to Jannah. Who will be more in Jannah, men or women? Just like the question we asked about who will be first in hellfire, or who will be the majority of people of hellfire, men or women. Same question, who will be the majority of the people in Jannah? Would it be men or women? How about those kids from the believers who died? What will happen to them? What will happen to the kids of the non-believers who died? Where would they go? And the people of that were given the glad tidings of Jannah, who are they? Are they only 10? Because the Prophet says, he gave 10 people the glad tidings of Jannah. But are they only 10? Could they be more than 10? That got the glad tidings from the Prophet ﷺ that they would enter Jannah. Who are the princesses of the women in Jannah? The queens. The queens of the women of Jannah. Ooh.
I think all the brothers are looking forward to this part, Sheikh.
I know. I'm already stopping and pausing here. I'm thinking. They may say, do we have, if you have queens, do we have princes in Jannah? Okay, well, that's another question. How about for women who did not get married? What are they going to happen? Are they going to have some, queens of women in Jannah, or are they going to have, princes and stuff? So we're going to talk about that as well. We're going to talk about the food of the people of Jannah and their drinks and their beddings and their maids and their wishes and their gatherings. And now is, once I talk about all this, now we talk about the real, the women of Jannah. Who are they? These women, Nisa Ahl al-Jannah. We'll talk about the laughing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the very end. The laughing of Allah. Allah will laugh for the people of Jannah. And the best thing that people will be given in Jannah, other than Jannah itself. How about the tasbih and takbir? The glorifying of Allah and the praising of Allah in Jannah. Can that happen? And the very last dua, once people enter Jannah, what will be the very last dua? And then at the very end, I'm going to spend some time, which will be, again, maybe, as I'm known, at the end of my lectures, to make things a little more spiritual, a little more, emotional. So I'll talk about the pathways of Jannah. That was my final touch-ups. I was still working on them. I have about 25 ways, pathways to Jannah. So we'll talk about them, inshallah ta'ala, at the very end. Someone has asked me, Sheikh, are we going to have a hug, a group hug in Jannah? Well,
Sheikh,
group hug in Jannah, akhi, group hug in Jannah. Okay, well, in the Heart Serene, we had only one Jannah group hug. In this forever course in Jannah, I think we're going to have a group hug every hour or so, But there will be one major group hug at the very end, and that will be very special. I cannot break the surprise. It will be a surprise. It will be a very special group hug. And I just want to let you know, prepare your cameras and prepare your videos and prepare all that you have, because it will be really, really, really special, inshallah ta'ala.
Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. That was an amazing preview. Are you still there, Sheikh?
Yes, I am, akhi. I am. I'm here.
Okay. So, Sheikh, some people might still be thinking, maybe I'm busy this weekend. Maybe I've heard about the description of Jannah, but what final message would you give to anybody who's still kind of on the edge, on the borderline of coming or not coming?
Wallahi, alhamdulillah, those who are at the edge, just thinking, should they come, shouldn't they come? Would you think about going to Jannah? I mean, if Jannah is there, and Allah says, go enter Jannah, would you think, say, let me think, oh Allah, let me think for a second here. But Allah is telling you, don't think, just enter Jannah, it's open, come on in. You say, well, excuse me, I need to think. Is this a trick? No, it's no trick, it's no trap. Jannah is open, go in. No, let me think. Hold on, let me think. There's something telling me not to go. Well, if you don't go there, you will go to Jahannam. So you may as well go to Jannah. I'm opening the door for you. Go into Jannah. This is it for you, my brother or sister, the one who is, hesitating, thinking, claiming, I don't have this, I don't have that, or subhanallah. The Prophet says it, سهلها Allah يسهل على من سهل الله عليه, which means, make it easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy for you. If you think it's hard, wallahi, it will be hard for you. But if you think it's easy, make it easy in your mind. In your mind, make it easy. It's going to be easy. I'm going to go, inshallah. My father won't say a word. My husband will not complain. He will let me go. Just in your subconscious, make it, make these affirmations from now until Friday, inshallah ta'ala, every day. For those of you who've been having some, maybe I'm going to have this or that or whatnot, have these affirmations every day. I'm going to go, nothing's going to happen, it's going to be beautiful, I'm going to learn about Jahannam, I'm going to learn about Jannah, I'm going to learn about the pathways of Jannah, and inshallah ta'ala I will enter Jannah, because at the very end, that's the surprise, man. Brother Ridwan, you're making me break my surprise. The surprise is there, the Jannah, man, Jannah, because the gate will be open. So if these people are still hesitating, wallahi, man, Jannah will be there. How can I hesitate? How can I think? How can I be in the edge? I don't need to think twice about this course, akhi. Before they used to send Heart Serene to open qabilas, to open cities, to open countries. Before they used to send Heart Serene. Now they're sending forever. This is, do you want me to tell you anything more? I cannot tell you anything more than this, Brother Ridwan.
Inshallah.
Really?
Inshallah.
They send me, Al-Maghrib sends me to open new qabilas, to open them, to launch them by teaching Heart Serene. Now they are launching new qabilas by forever. So, how what else do you want me to tell you? This is it. This is really it, man. This is it. So you miss it, you miss out. And the last thing, Brother Ridwan, man. Brother Ridwan, this is my last seminar. I don't have any other seminar to teach. And I don't know whether I'm going to be able to come back to Manchester again. And Manchester, remember, how hooked I am to Manchester. This relationship that we have with Manchester. It's not any relationship. It's a very special relationship. I might not see you again. So please, let me see you, man. Come, inshallah ta'ala, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. It's only one weekend now. You have no excuse. It's not 2 weekends. It's only one weekend. Come and let's go to Jannah together, man. Please. No, we want to hold each other's hands and go to Jannah together. I don't want to take the crew alone. I don't want to take just the crew alone, I want to take all together, inshallah ta'ala. We want to go all to Jannah, inshallah.
SubhanAllah. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. There you have it, people listening in. You've heard it from Sheikh Riyad. Miss it, miss out. It's going to be, inshallah, an amazing seminar. If you enjoy the Jannah tour in Heart Serene, then I think this seminar will be on a totally different level, inshallah. And we're so excited. Those who have enrolled are so excited, inshallah. We just want everyone else to benefit, inshallah, as well. For those who don't know about Sheikh Riyad, which is quite rare, we'll go through some background about Sheikh Riyad, inshallah. Sheikh Riyad's been an instructor with Al-Maghrib for many years now, and his energy and passion is extremely evident in his teaching style. In fact, that is one more reason to attend this seminar. Sheikh Riyad's uniqueness of teaching, his presentation, his energy, mashallah, it's just unbelievable. There's no other shuyukh like Sheikh Riyad. So to experience that seminar is something you have to do, inshallah. I've just got a few more announcements before we end, inshallah.
Listen, they have to come. I will not go. I will not be in Infest this year in Manchester. I'm very sorry. I won't be there. So if I don't see you during forever, then it will be forever not seeing you again.
Sheikh, don't do that. You're making me sad.
I see you in forever. Huh?
You're making me sad now.
No. It's either I see all of you in forever in Manchester, or I will see you never forever after that again.
Never forever.
They have to come.
Inshallah.
They have to come, man. Inshallah. They have to come. You have to come.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair, Sheikh. Inshallah, we'll see you on Friday, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair. No, inshallah, it will not be the last time. It will be, forever will be the last time. But after forever, Allah knows what's going to happen next, So, I'm coming to the city of champions, right?
That's
so
right.
You guys are the champions. So if you really want to be another champion entering Jannah, come and join us, inshallah ta'ala.
Sheikh, you can see the stadium from the venue.
Allahu Akbar. You
can see Old Trafford Stadium. You can see Old Trafford Stadium, the home of the champions, Manchester United, from the venue, inshallah.
Yes, but do you know that we're going to be playing football in Jannah?
Inshallah.
You know that?
Sheikh, you'll be on my team, inshallah.
So we're going to make a team. On Sunday, inshallah, we'll make a team, because once we meet there, you all know your positions. I don't want you to come to me and say, Sheikh, what position I'm going to play. I'm going to give you guys the positions on Sunday, right? As soon as we go to Jannah, the first thing we do, it's a game. Soccer game, inshallah ta'ala. I know some of you will be busy. Sheikh, no, I don't have no time for the soccer now. I've got more important things. No, inshallah, we're going to play a football game in Jannah, bi'idhnillah.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Thank you, Sheikh. Inshallah, we'll see you on Friday.
Okay. Jazakumullah khair. Barakallahu fikum.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.